you tonight. We begin with the United States Supreme Court saying they do not have a decision yet in a case surrounding the legality of South Carolina's congressional district maps. News 19's Nate Stanley joins us in studio to break down what this could mean for you.
Good evening, Rachel. Right now we're taking a look at the old South Carolina congressional districts map, and this is the new one, specifically the area of concern we're talking about tonight. It revolves around area between the 6th and 1st congressional districts. The change was actually originally ruled unconstitutional by a court here in South Carolina. That decision was now appealed and is in front of the U.S. Supreme Court, but with some looming deadlines. It doesn't look like it's going to change before this year's election.
And so the order that the court handed down today basically is going to leave the constitutionally defective maps in place for the 2024 election.
Chris Kenny is an attorney in Columbia with years of experience, including district maps and their validity. He says this starts after the 2020 census, when district maps were redrawn by South Carolina legislators. A group of citizens then brought a lawsuit to the hands of federal judges in South Carolina.
The panel here in South Carolina ruled unanimously in favor of the plaintiffs that the way in which the 1st and the 6th congressional districts were drawn violated the 14th Amendment because they were racially gerrymandered.
He says the state had a chance to change things but declined.
Under federal law, lawmakers ought to be given the first opportunity to fix the constitutional defect. Now, in this case, the South Carolina legislature just said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to appeal your decision to the Supreme Court.
We reached out to the NAACP chapter in Columbia, one of the organizations suing in the lawsuit. President Brenda Murphy said in a statement, "The court's ruling today further delaying these proceedings continues to tip the scale of justice during a crucial moment in our democracy in an undemocratic attempt to sway the outcome of the upcoming election." Kenny says the decision comes at a less than ideal time for election commissions as they prepare for the November election.
We have candidate filing that closes in March. The Election Commission has to send what we call military ballots. Those deadlines are quickly approaching, and ballots have to be prepared and those types of things.
The lack of a final decision has some voters like Peggy Ricketts worried how this might impact people's trust in the election.
Maybe they feel like their vote won't count, or it may be hard for them to even get to the voting, but I hope everybody get on vote because every vote counts.
The filing deadline for candidates to be included in this year's primary is coming up very soon. That deadline is on Monday, and the primary will take place for voters on June 11th. In order to vote, you must be registered by May 12th. You can find all this and more information on WLTX.com. Reporting in studio, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.